Hi there, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for October. You're probably pleased that Saturn is no longer in your sign. It moved on the 18th of September into the sign of Sagittarius. But Saturn is a planet that has an influence wherever it is, but it can have a good influence. And in the first 2 weeks of this month, it's angling up brilliantly to Mercury, which, although itself retrograding, is forging a fantastic link. Now the two together can see you doing some brilliant investigative work, checking out issues behind the scenes, going over old research, getting your thinking clearer, because perhaps something wasn't quite sorted out to its maximum potential when you interfaced with it in the past. And in the first 2 weeks of this month, if you really push yourself, you can use Saturn's structure and discipline to get your financial situation in better shape. But this may mean that you look at what you already have, whether it's natural skills or possessions, or perhaps it's to do with savings, and try to find the right outlet for your abilities. Now, your co-ruler of Mars is now in the most inspirational part of your scope. It's going to be flying through your 11th solar house all this month. But he's also going to be forging a fantastic link with Jupiter from the 10th right through to the 28th, which can see you mightily optimistic about what's possible, which is wonderful. And you can really sense that the new beginning is really unfolding for you. But there is a catch. In the first 2 weeks of this month, Mars is going to be in an opposition with Neptune. Briefly, Jupiter is going to be in this opposition too. And Neptune can distort. Mars is about desire, and it's about instant gratification. So those big hopes you've got with Mars in your sector of the future need to be tempered by reality. And if you try and take any shortcuts or feel you can cheat the system, well, think again, because Mars in opposition to Neptune can be a very tricky influence, and you need to make sure that you're playing a very straight bat and being totally ethical in your approach. Equally, watch out for anyone you encounter. Even in love, there may be someone who really starts to seriously impact on your senses this month. And it could be someone you meet through a friend or a group of people, especially when Venus moves on the 9th into Virgo 2, joining up with Mars and Jupiter. Now, with this cluster of energy here, the chances are that your social situation is going to explode back into life. Especially if it has been rather focused, or recent events have been rather focused on your place in life, your role in life, and professional responsibilities. It's a chance to go out and have some fun, and perhaps even carefree fun with Mars and Jupiter combining so wonderfully well. Going away with a group of people may be something that interests you, although you have that side of you that can be really quite quiet and private in some ways. If ever there was a time that was going to tempt you out of your shell, it's going to be this month. Now Venus then goes face to face with Neptune herself in week 3. This doesn't require a little bit of care. Again, you could meet someone sensational in terms of their appeal, not just in terms of a sex appeal, but in terms of other things that they can bring to your world. They might be a genuinely beautiful person in some way, or might have great ideas. But for these to go forwards, there has to be that reality. And with the Sun clashing with Uranus pretty well from the 10th for 2 weeks, your nervous system can be a little bit on edge. And burning the candle at both ends is not going to be a good idea for you. So do get some early nights at the heart of this month. More pleasingly, Venus goes into a conjunction with Jupiter in week 4, which truly is fantastic. A friend could be very fortunate for you, or you for them. Perhaps you're thinking about getting into some kind of collective to achieve a higher aim, or perhaps even to have some kind of to buy a lottery ticket together. And those kind of things may just pay off. Someone has to win. But when the Sun arrives in your sign on the 24th, your physical vitality will pick up after the mid-month slump. But by the 27th and the full moon in your opposite sign of Taurus, just be conscious that if you are showing more determination towards your own goals and aims, you're just keeping other people in consideration too. It's been a great pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.